And so this is Snake Pass, passing the reservoir on the left. Still a bit gloomy, quite chilly, not cold, just not warm. So I'm not going to race through Snake Pass. I thought what I'd like to do is have a conversation with you whilst you enjoy the scenery and I just waffle on. Whether you name your motor vehicles, and whether you do or you don't, let me know in the comments. And if you do, let me know what you call them. And why. The reason I ask is I do, my wife does, and we have since we learned to drive, which was blah blah blah, blah years ago. I'm currently in the Peak District. I'm a couple of days away. It's a bit drizzly, cold, but pleasant nonetheless. Nice to be out on the bike, October 2025. So the bike I'm on is my Triumph Bonneville T100, which I haven't had very long. And this is the first trip I've done. But back to this one in a minute. So back at home, I still have my tried, tested, much loved Honda CB500X, which I've travelled Europe extensively on. And when I bought it, the number plate that it was registered with started with the letters LN. And so, rather unimaginatively, I've called it Ellen. So there you are. It's a she. What can you do? I also had another two bikes, which one I've sold and one I've traded so that I could buy this bike that I've got now. Now, one of them was a Ducati 749. Lovely bike. Rather small. I found it rather cramped, as you'd expect. It's compact, shall we say. And it was red, so it's a red Ducati. Lovely. But rather unimaginatively, I called that Little Red. Because it was little and red. I shouldn't have to explain. But anyway. Then, the other bike I had was my Triumph 765R Street Triple. Triumph Street Triple 765R, one or the other, which I'd had for about 8 years. Great bike, highly performant, and in fact more performant than I would have wanted myself. There's sheep in the road here. No, just go up there. Hold on. Anyway, so it was very performant, and it just kept on egging me on, and it's not how I ride. Well, certainly not anymore anyway. Its number plate ended MMX, and I thought, Mad Max. So my little Street Triple was Mad Max. Yeah. But this one that I'm on now, the T100, is a bit more contrived. The number plate, so it's a 3-year-old bike. The number plate ends 2 MFE. Now, here's the contrived part. It's Timothy, therefore Timothy. Right. And that resonates with me because that was the name of my dad and my older brother, neither of whom, sadly, are here anymore. So it sort of resonates. Timothy, especially as they were bikers, and both had British bikes in their time. And I think the last bike my dad owned, proper bike, was a Triumph T100, the Ton 10, which were the predecessors to the Bonnevilles, I guess. The 1957, 1958 pre-unit 650 that in my teens we rebuilt in the dining room because there was only me, my dad and my younger brother living at home. So it really resonates. Oh, look, whilst we're sat at the traffic lights, you can have a look at the view. Assuming you can see anything out of the misty lenses. So, anyway, if you do name your bikes, even if you don't, let me know in the comments, and if you do, tell me what you name them and why. Okay, that's the end of this little conversation. Back off into the beauties of Snake Pass. It is a lovely road, just a bit drizzly. Oh, look at that, it's collapsed away there. Wouldn't want to have found that out late at night before they put the signs up, would you? Right, enough waffle for me. I'll leave you to it. Put something in the comments. Thank you, bye.